pattern. And it's funny because when I left my old salon, I worked there for 20 years. One of the girls like, Kimmy, who's gonna do your signature haircut? Your Kimmy haircut, right? So I didn't even have it signature at that point. But then as I kept doing it and more people were traveling to watch me do it, I finally came up with a pattern. Someone had coached me and said, Kimmy, come up with your top 5 best haircuts. But this is the one that you could do so many haircuts with, not just your beach ball. Okay, I mean, no, not just your layered 80s haircut. You could do it with lots of things. You could do it with a pixie. You could do it with a medium length hair with all layers. It literally is the pattern that you want to imprint. So I'm going to do my Aunt Cindy tonight, and we're going to do her haircut on dry hair. But I want you just to memorize this blueprint. So it's just like when you build a house, you need a blueprint before you do a haircut. So it's good when you get it in your mind to understand and memorize. Where's the crown, right? The crown is always at the top of the head. Right here's the crown. And then where's the mohawk? Directly in the middle. And then here's section 1. Section 1 is your mohawk. Section 2, the right side of the mohawk, the left side of the mohawk. 3 is behind the ear always. Always, just so you know. So when I say, where are you? And you're like, I'm on number 3. Do you know you'll never get lost? And you could do a haircut with speed because you have the imprint, and it's just so easy. Like literally doing this dry cut on my auntie, it's going to be so simple and so easy. So that is the back of the head, okay? I wanted to show you that. And then this is the sides. So here you go. If you look at it from the side, you have number 2 here. No, this would be number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. Remember, right behind the ear. There's your number 3. You're going to have to really pay attention to how I stand when I do it because it makes a big difference. And if you practice on a mannequin head, you want to make sure that you're low enough so that you could cut that hair so you're not like reaching up with your arm so high. Number 4 is always right in front of the ear. Okay, so right here, it's number 4 and then number 5. Sometimes some people will have a number 6, but if they don't, and like I wouldn't have 6 because I have a small head, I would have number 5 and I would pull this forward. Number 5 would always come forward and I do the face frame. And there's lots of different ways that you could do customization to each person. So like now lately, people sometimes want it longer here. So I'm not going to angle it like real tight around that face frame. So, you know, you can customize it to what people like. Jaclyn Smith has a great haircut. I love this one haircut, and I'm going to try to put it on here where it's longer here. It's not real framed around the face. Farrah Fawcett is super framed around the face. That's where you get that feather. So now we're going to go. I just wanted to show you this so you have that guideline. That's what we're doing. Okay, now here we go. We're going to do, this is Cindy. Cindy, so I want you to tell me what you want.
I want more layering because my hair has gotten very thin, so it gives me more volume.
Okay. And sorry. And so how short are we going to go?
Let's say maybe 2 inches.
Okay. And what about your bang? Like, do you want a longer bang? Do you want it shorter?
Longer bang.
Okay, like how long? So usually there's like 5 pieces that you could ask, right? So sometimes people want them above the eyebrow, right? Or right at the eye, nose, mouth, chin, and then right in the middle. Sometimes people have it long and long layers that they want it all long down here. Or you could go from up here all the way down to down there as well. So, you know, there's different ways to angle hair around the face. But so where would you like to start? You think eye or nose? Like it's kind of falling right now at your chin.
Yeah, so maybe the nose.
Okay. So we'll go like maybe in the middle of the nose, you know, to give you a little something. So it's feathered right here. All right. So I'm going to do a dry cut. And also, you said that your hair, you're moving, so your hair will get curly. So you really want more.
Right. If I don't want to dry my hair and it's very humid out, I want to be able to just put some product in to maybe hold down the frizz and let my hair, because my hair, even though it's straight now, if I don't blow it out, it is kind of curly, has some wave to it.
Yeah, is this like it, or did you put curls in there?
This, I had it straight yesterday, and then I just put the little curl in today.
Okay, good. She's got great hair. It's fine hair, but she's got like I want to say small to a medium amount, right? So you said your hair has thinned out a little bit.
Yeah.
And what do you think that's from?
Age.
Right. Menopause.
Menopause.
There's
Yes.
the winner right there. Menopause.
Yes.
Listen, that's what happens. But you got to take hair vitamins. My favorite hair vitamins. You take hair vitamins?
I do.
Which ones?
I take WEAM.
Oh, okay.
WEEM. And then I also started taking Skin and Bones, some kind of powdered stuff.
Okay.
I don't do it. I don't do the powder stuff every day, but I do the WEAM every day.
And you know, it's super important to like give your hair vitamins. So I'm big on that. I've been taking Hair Plus for the last like year, almost 2 years. So I would highly recommend. I heard Weem is good, and there's another great one too, Nutrafol. So
Oh, yeah.
Hair Plus, Nutrafol, or Weem. Do you like the Weem?
I do. I wanted to try the Nutrafol, but it's quite expensive, so I didn't know if I want to commit to that.
And then you think this though, what's worth your hair being awesome? You know, if it grows back, and I've seen definitely results from that stuff for sure. I've seen like 4 or 5 customers that like thick hair coming back. I was really impressed, you know. But you know, if you have to live with it the rest of your life, you know, like it depends on how much your hair means to you,
Right.
right? So look at, I'm gonna come here. We're taking her little section here. I just want to get a guide. Okay, so I'm gonna do a guide here, and then I'm gonna go right to the crown. And then I'm going to do a guide that's going to match that to figure out how short we're going to make her hair on top. And what do you think, Cindy, about for your top? What do you want to do with the top?
Um, I don't know, Kimmy. I usually defer to you.
I know. Whatever I think.
Yes.
And it always works.
You're the expert, and you always make me look beautiful.
I'm
So
going to turn you a little bit. Good. All right, so now I'm going to come on the other side. I like to go down. So I'm going that side, right? I'm going to go down, and then I like to come down on this side. A lot of times too, it's better to almost stand the opposite way and then look at it and then come down. Now look at where her nose is. And you want to see that little angle. See, so now it's going to be nice. So, and then you push it back to see, is that short enough? I feel like that's going to be really good for her. And I'm going to do a dry brush to blow dry her, even though we're not wetting her. It's dry haircut. Now we're going to go to her crown. Now this is important for her, how we're going to stand. I'm going to be standing on her right side, and I'll take down the section. So I'm going to get number 4 and 5 out of the way right away. Just clip it out of the way. And I'm just going to turn and show them. Okay, look at, remember, 4 and 5, memorize it. Where the ear is, 4, and then 5 is going to be pulled forward. And now I'm going to turn it the other way. I'm going to get that out of the way. 4 and 5 out of the way. All right, so I'm still on her right side, but I just turned her. Now this is going to be important. Number 1 at the crown is your first section, mohawk. 2, right for the back, it's going to be directly in the middle. To the front, it's going to be to her part, just so you know. All right, so we're going to take that first one. Now I'm going to look and see where I did her front, and I'm going to marry them together. Okay. And I'm literally just going to come up. Done. There's my guide. Now I know how short that I want that piece to go. And this is the most important part, because people always say like they want volume at that section right here. And listen, you know, my hair is this haircut. Same exact, just so you know, because everybody's like, I love the way your hair is layered. Well, I have all those layers, what I'm doing to her right now. Easy peasy, guys. And I love that. You just say it's easy peasy. Now, there's a couple different ways if I want to keep all her length, but we're cutting 2 inches off so I can get more volume in here. Now, watch, I'm going to take half of that out, get it out of the way. If you need to clip it up, clip it up. But I have my guide already. Now, you could come straight up, anytime you're doing long hair, you're going to come up higher, come up higher. What now, because I want more layers in her, I'm going to come around. Okay. A real good shag, like 70 shag, or 80s, you're going to come in, and that's going to take weight out of that hair. So it's not bulky or like a bell, right? Like hair like that. It's literally going to tuck in. So let's take the mohawk, number 1, know where that section, and I'm going to come around because I want, take half of that out, take the next section down, pull it straight out. I'm going to start coming on a 90-degree angle. 90 degree is like a wall, a straight wall. You're just coming straight out with that hair. Okay. Yep, and it'll be perfect because we'll be able to cut her length and make it fuller and thicker on that bottom. Okay. Now look at, you can't really see it super much yet because it's a little, but I cut a lot off. Look at that. Look at how much I cut off, and you can't even barely see it just yet, but you will. Okay. And then we're going to take off about that much. Now we're going to go to section 2, the right side of the mohawk. I'm going to take section 3 and get it out of the way. I'm going to take the crown piece, find my guide. Now listen, I'm going to have her turn so you guys can see it. Okay. I'm standing elbows up. Get those elbows up. See this elbow right here? Get those fingers up. There we go. Okay. And you guys know I'll texture it. I like to soften that hair. You're making little points. And why do I do that? Because it just softens the hair. It makes it more flexible. It just bends and feathers more and whisks more. I always have to do my hair. And I'm sure when you watch my videos, when I cut my own hair, if I don't do it, sometimes I'll just give myself a straight cut and then forget it. I hate my hair for like as long as it is until I get my thinning shears, and I just take a quick thinning shear and soften them all. It's so much more flexible when you point cut or you texture hair. Texturing hair pulls out the weight. So it's like this. If this is heavy and I take a piece and I notch, this hair is flexible and it could move better. So that's why it's so important to learn how to texturize, cut hair, point cut. Okay, I'm just gonna, see, I'm making peaks, little mountaintops. I just want to get another clip. Okay. But I'm going to start coming out. I'm going to come down now, and I'm going to check it. So just so you know, if you can't follow me, it's fine. You're going to check it, and then you're going to know, all right, I need to do a little more here, there. When you cross check, you're always safe. You're always going to be able to have a great haircut. All right, now I'm going to turn. Okay, so now I'm in the front of her right side. I always like take one step over the next time I go. I'm pulling this really like right here and coming out and around. And this is behind the ear, number 3. I'm going to soften that hair. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull this up for right now because this is where her, like, you know, right behind that ear. And then I will pull it out and make it all go together. Here we go. Look at all that hair. Get it off. Don't you love that? Isn't it so good? When, how long does a haircut last you? A long time.
A long time.
Yeah. See, and then we're going to come up there and she'll have all those good layers. All right, now I'm going to, you got to face the other right here. Now I'm going to stand on still the right side of her. And now I'm going to do section number 2. Take it from the crown. Section number 2 on the left side. Yes, because I was on the right side. And listen, guys, just so you know, I also wrote a book. So if you want more tips and tricks, I wrote a book called The Hairapist, The Secrets of a Great Hairapist. You know, we really are like therapists in their chair, right? When they're in our chair, it's just amazing how many people I've come to know of doing their hair and how much you connect. Like, we're blessed to be hairstylists. And let me tell you, when you learn to connect with your clients, it's a world of difference. You will be book solid because people will learn to trust you. They'll learn to work with you. Listen, you could practice this hair, practice, 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 and then like people will say, okay, if you practice that, you could make mistakes. When you learn to love customers and connect with them, you can make mistakes and people still come to you because they're willing for you to grow and learn. So great stuff is in here. It's on Amazon. You're welcome. If you want to learn some great mindset stuff too, I did my top 5 nightmares in there actually. Sometimes you want to give up doing hair when you're young and you think you know it all at 18 and I had somebody's hair fall out. It was awful. It was so scary. And I wanted to quit doing hair, but thank God I didn't. Did you ever hear that story, Cindy?
No.
Oh my gosh. She was a beautiful young girl. And I did her sister's hair and I rocked her sister's hair. So they came in and thought, oh, Coach Kimmy, you're so good. But I wasn't Coach Kimmy back then. I was just 18 years old. And she was like, oh, my sister wants you to do her hair. She had jet black hair, thinking I was Wonder Woman. I can make her a platinum blonde. Guess what? Long story short, it didn't work. And I tell you exactly what I did in that book that was wrong, what I did wrong, and then how did I, make it right. Can you make it right? You'll have to find out. You're going to have to buy the book and find out the story. That's right. Correct. Okay, right here is where I kind of go the 90-degree. And you could take a big chunk because you're going to see that it will all like be together, right? It's going to, wherever you pick up that hair, you're going to find your guide. You're going to see your line. All right, so now I really have to have her this way. For this whole side, her left side, I have to be behind her. All right, and then I'm taking that up. Okay, let me take that out of it. Take a half a section out. Remember, like, listen, this blueprint is so easy for me because I do it all day long. People travel all over from London 3 times, Georgia, every state. Everybody's come from every state to get the haircut, and they're coming back again now. Like they're making trips to make sure that they get a Coach Kimmy haircut because it lasts a long time too. When you make a really good layer haircut, it lasts for months. People can go longer. So guess what? It might be more expensive for the haircut, but it lasts so much longer. So it's less expensive because they don't have to get a haircut sooner. When you have to get a haircut sooner, you're paying more money because you have to still pay for a haircut. So to me, it's so worth it. So worth it. Okay. So we finished the whole back. Okay. Now I'm going to cut her length real quick. Okay. You can put your head down. Now listen, you're going to go right to the mohawk again when we're cutting her length. And you said about 2 inches, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I would say 2 inches is right about there. And I'm going to go thick. I want it to be thick. I want it to be a really kind of a rounded line. The first section, though, I'm going to take there. And then the next one, make sure you get all underneath here. When I'm grabbing, I'm always grabbing this underneath. Nice and gentle, I'm pulling it. And then I'm going to round it out. And then I'm going to pull it out a tiny bit just to bevel that edge, just to make it go under a little more. I'm going to put your head over. And you got to tilt the head when you're getting by the shoulder. Okay. Yeah, that looks so good. And it's going to she'll have a lot of curls. She's got beautiful curly hair when it's wet. And then I'm going to take section number 1 and 2, mohawk, and the other section. Get that bottom. And then check it, check it, check it, check it. And I will tell you, like when you point cut, it's so much more forgiving too. Okay, now I'm going to come around the side. Okay, now you got to really look at it like Beautiful. Okay, now we got our nice rounded line. Okay, now I'm going to turn her and we're going to do her left side, number 4 and 5 on this side. Now I'm going to take the a section. Now look at, do you see my guide? See that guide right there? Okay. You're taking, now look at my shoulder, my elbow still always has to come up. Don't get lazy with that elbow. You know, you got to know this haircut's so good before that elbow could go down, you know, because when you know it, then you could rest it a little bit, but you have your fingers tight in that section. So watch, I'm taking number 4 at the crown, taking it up. Look at, see, there she is. And look at the angle my fingers are on. Nails are going down to the ground and knuckles are going up. Okay. I'm going to just soften that. Let me get a clip out of there. Take a 1/2 inch away. Take the next section. Okay. I am going to pull this up because it's by her ear. And I'm not going to point cut it. So always remember, you know what I hate? I hate when, like, so I got my nails done. And when I got my nails done, I like told him what I like and what I wanted. But he's so imprinted of what he wanted to do. I'm like, listen, I want the gel on really thin. I don't like my nails thick. But you know, he put it on thick, you know, because he wasn't listening to me. You need to listen to somebody because I'm super easy and I used to do nails and I know how I like my nails. I literally just want something on them so the nail polish stays. But of course, he wanted to do it that way. And then they put lotion on my hands at the end. And then they want to put a hot towel. But I said, no, 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 I don't like a hot towel. I love the lotion in my hands because it keeps my hands nice and moist. But it's funny because it doesn't make sense to me that they put lotion on your hands after you get your nails done because it's dry. Everything's dry with all that powder and all that stuff. So moisture in the hands is beautiful, right? And he wants to put a hot towel on and wipe it off. And I said, no. But you know, he was trying. And I was like, just listen to me. We need to listen to people, right? And it doesn't always work. Listen, I'm not a genie and I've made a lot of mistakes, just so you know. And there's still people, like, I can't make everybody happy, but you do this at least 80 to 90% you make people happy. Listen, 10 to 20%. Sometimes you're going to not always please everybody and do the right thing because maybe, you know, I thought of something different than somebody else was saying something to me. Or maybe they thought that haircut could work for them and it couldn't. So just so you know, give yourself grace. Listen, I forgive myself quick and you move forward. Deal, feel, and heal. You know, listen, hairdressing could be very uh I want to say emotional, you know, because when you make mistakes, you want to quit sometimes. That's why my book is so good. And I wrote my 10 biggest mistakes so you don't have to make them. Oh, let me tell you, it is scary making mistakes. All right. So, right here, here's her front. I'm going to take that out because I want to make sure. Remember, she wants her bangs longer. So, this might be a little shorter, but I don't want to take that bang in there with it. So, I'm not going to bring that bang in there. This is the next section. And then I'm bringing this all the way up. And then I'm going to see, do I want to like take more? But it looks really good, so I'm probably not. All right, now I'm going to lean her over. I'm going to come in front of her and I'm going to start to do her angle to her bangs. All right, I got to get out of the light. Hold on. I'm turning this way. See that angle right there? I want you to see it. So always use your imagination and always remember you're going down. Like, look at your finger. Even when you take your comb, don't go here, you're going here. I love angling the face. You know, it's so huge to put a pretty angle in somebody's hair. That's how you get the Farrah Fawcett look. There we go. Just going up, up. And I'm softening around her face too, just to make it even just softer. And that's her bang to where her nose is. And when we wet that, it's going to be so beautiful. But I'm going to dry it with a different dryer, this really cool one. So Now her other side. I'm going to turn her this way and I'm going to stand this way and cut her. But actually, I'm going to turn it so you guys could see it. So I'm going to turn her this way because I have to be in front of her now for her right side. That's my kitty cat. My kitty cat always wants to be a part of the adventure. That's Leo. You hear him?
Leo.
Hi, Leo. All right, so here we go. Here's the guide right here. He's hungry. That's what he's telling me. He's hungry. I let him go outside. He's an inside outside cat. And oh my God, he loves it. Where I live is so beautiful. It's a sanctuary out there. I got deer out there. I got a fox out there. And the fox is actually pretty friendly too. I feel like Leo's friends with everybody. I feel like he made friends with the turtle. I found a turtle 5 days in a row. The turtle was stuck in the mud. Oh my gosh, I felt so bad for that turtle. And I took my dogs out for a walk at a different section. Isn't it funny that one day? And I thought, oh my gosh, he was just stuck in that mud. His shell was halfway backed into it. All right, so that's number 4. And that's why it's so important when I ask you, where am I? Like, I know where I'm at. I could do it with my eyes closed. You should imprint this blueprint. Beach ball. Think of a beach ball, right? Mohawk, section 1. To the right side, section 2. Behind the ear, section 3. Super simple. And then right in front of the ear, section 4, 5 is the front. And or if you have a bigger head, 6 would be your front. Now I'm going to take number 5. Look at, you see my guide? See my guide right there? And I'm just going to soften it a little bit. It's going to put so much volume in her hair. And then I'm going to take her angle. I'm going to push her over. Because you got to get that shoulder out of the way. And then I'm going to, you just point cut a little bit and then do the same thing. I'm going to turn you this way. Okay, I'm going up, 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 and away. You could come down if you want. You can do either way, but you just got to make sure your fingers are down. Now my fingernails are up now this time because I'm on the other side of her. I'm on her right side. You have to make sure you're standing right. It's so funny. I'm teaching a woman's husband how to cut a mannequin head in this specific haircut. And he's so funny. They're both funny. They're hilarious. I feel like it should be a comedy show. We should do that. Any producers out there, if you're watching, just so you know, Netflix, if you want us to do me teaching her husband how to cut the hair, it's really funny. He's like cutting himself with the scissors because they got really good scissors. They got a really good mannequin head. It was so funny. Now you're checking. And let me just get this off of you. Good. Looking at those nice bangs. I'm at this hair. Now I'm like taking both sides from the middle and I'm checking, making sure her nose is the middle. So you're making sure that they fit and they match, right? So this side to the right is a little tiny bit. Put her over and just do a hair. If you see that it's a little off, just do a hair. It's so close. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I'm going to check it. Okay, so how do we check? We're going to do it vertically. Okay, let me see. Now look at, this is going to be her longer bang. So I'm going to leave that because she wanted those a little longer. Just going to trim. Perfect. Now take the next section. Now if they want more length on their hair, you're going to over direct it, but we're not doing that. See, all those perfect lines. It matches up, measures up. Beautiful. And once we wet that, that baby is just going to curl right up and be gorgeous. All right, now I'm going to go, oh, let me actually go this way. Okay, so I'm going to check this side. Remember that bang, so it's going to go straight. I'm going to turn you a little bit this way. Good. Yep. And you know I like playful hair, flexible. Okay, right here. Have to do a little bit more right there. Always going on that good angle, just that little bit. Perfect. Okay, now, and trust me, when you do this perfect haircut and you check it, it lasts so long. It's so good. Okay, now. I'm gonna take step number 2. So this is the ladder. You check, you do the beach ball and then you check it with the ladder pattern. The ladder is just literally taking a step 1, step 2, step 3, all up. Step 1 up, step 2 up, and just make sure everything's nice and even. And you know, it just has to be more over directed if you're having long hair. Okay, right here we go. But you see how spot on that is? So easy peasy. You have like a perfect haircut, but with texture and volume in there. Ah, so nice. And that's it for the haircut. Done. Done, done, done. And then I'm going to take this because just to put a little body in her hair, like not a lot, but just a little, and just to make it like super slick. Okay. You don't have no products in your hair, do you? You don't have no products in your hair, do you? Not much.
Not much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so like soft, you know. I'm always putting, oh, I do have my navy. Okay. And you know what? I just got these products, Dom Dom. They're excellent, actually, just so you know. But right now I don't have them. I brought them to my daughter because she bought them and I tried them the other day. I love trying new products. I think it's awesome to learn what products work good and which ones that don't. So, you know, you don't waste money, right? But this is a pretty good one, actually. But I like the Dom Dom a little bit better for the texture spray. Okay, turns. Oh, there you go. And then you could put that texture in there. Let me just show that real quick. See, I would put it right there just to put texture in her hair. So you just see, it just makes it just have that little bit more, especially right up here.
Smells good too.
I know, doesn't it smell good? I have to use like texture spray in my hair too because it's just so fine. See, so now if I use that brush, and you guys, this is really fun. This is cool. I got the smaller brush, which I like better because I like my hair more like feathered like that. So the smaller one is better. So I'm sure it's a Mika. I know that we have a link or something for it. Just real quick, let me just roll this. Okay, I'm just gonna do the back. Easy peasy, keep it simple. Just put them. Just get it under. And do the very last one. Pull it up. Put it under. All right, just a little something, you know, a little something, and just a little more texture. It looks pretty though. Look at, you could see in the mirror right there.
Oh, yeah. I like it.
Here we go. And that is the beach ball haircut on fine hair, guys. Yep. On dry hair, dry cut. Right? And we always do a dry cut on her, actually, just so you know, like most of the time, right?
Yeah.
And then you can turn all the way. Ta-da. And then if you want more volume and full, now listen, we left it that long. Okay, so that's like 4 inches. But, you know, mine is a little shorter. Do 3 inches, you could do 2 inches, you could do 1 inch. You could do that same pattern with a pixie. And that's the next one I want to do for you. I actually am going to do a real shag where I take it all in really tight, where I did pull hers up a little bit because I guess I wasn't going as short as I thought maybe I was. And that's the other thing. You could have an idea. Like I thought maybe I'd do that 90-degree angle and take the hair up here, but when I was doing it, I wanted the bottom to still be thicker. So that's when you got to take it up more. So that's why I didn't do it all the way that way. Yeah, but it looks really good. And that's it. Thank you so much. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, you could leave it because we do look at it. And we'll answer your questions. I appreciate you guys. And thank you, Aunt Cindy,
You're welcome.
for being my live model.
Thank you for making me beautiful.
All right, guys, have a great day.